Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I am going to be filming a quick intro to my declutter video. I want to go through my entire makeup collection and declutter a bunch of stuff. I have already a little basket with items that I've been gathering for the last 2 months, I think, that I know that I want to be decluttering, and I went ahead and pretty much went through every single one of my powder products, like my blushes, and tested them out on my cheeks to see which ones I liked and which ones I didn't like. So I have an idea of a few items that I know I want to declutter, but we're gonna go through all of my makeup together and see what I'm keeping and what I'm decluttering. For nail polishes, we're not going to go through the actual nail polishes because I'm working on a polish picks video, so I'm decluttering them through that video. So without further ado, let's get started on this declutter. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my little jar right here of items that I already knew I was going to declutter. So I'm going to start with the items that you've already seen in videos, and then the other ones as well. The first one is this one right here. This is my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. I am decluttering that one because the shade match is totally off for me right now, and it's about to go bad anyways. And that's a foundation that I like in the colder weather. I don't really like it in the warmer weather due to its illuminating formula. So if I'm not using it right now, I will not be using it. And this one is in the shade W3 Nude Beige. I think I'm more of a W2 or something like that, so I am letting go of that one. Okay, then two more items you've already seen in a video. It was in my last how do you call it? It was in my Project 10 pan, my These Voici Metamorphiques. This is supposed to transform your shadows into liners. This doesn't work anymore. I think that the formula might have gone bad, so I will be decluttering it. And then this is a Too Faced La Creme lipstick in the shade Toffee. This shade is absolutely gorgeous. However, this creases really badly on my lips, so I will be letting it go. Then the other items that I have right here, I'm going to pick them at random. I have a hair product. This is the Caviar CC Cream by Alterna. This is what it looks like. This I've used a few times. I went through a full size of this, I went through one of those samples in the past, in the beginning of the year, and this was the second one that I had. I didn't love it when I went through the first one, and I'm not going to force myself to use another one. I have other hair products that I prefer, so I am decluttering this one. I have a perfume that I just don't like the scent of. This is the Elizabeth and James by Nirvana, the white one. I absolutely adore the black, but I really don't like the white. It is kind of floral, and I don't do florals, so I'm letting go of that one. Then I have a powder. This is the Sephora Bright Set powder in the shade Banana. I've tried this one once or twice I've tried this one a few times since the beginning of the year, and honestly I've realized that I don't like banana powders underneath the eyes. I feel like I have enough yellow under my eyes as it is. I don't feel like that looks really nice, and I don't like over brightening things. I just like it. I just want it to be concealed and color corrected if needed, but like the added colors for brightening, I really don't want to do that, so I'm decluttering this one. Then again, for the under eyes, another little product that I have right here. This is the Instinct Ink Rewind Concealer by Maybelline. It's not actually the concealer, this one is the brightener. This is a very light pink shade. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell in this lighting, but it is really white based. I love the actual concealer, but this one I wanted to use as a corrector because it was pinky tone, but it is so white based that it just looks bad underneath my eyes, and it doesn't blend right. This one is really chalky. The concealers work well, but this really is a dud for me, so I'm just gonna declutter it. On camera it actually looks quite good, but in person this is really a no-no. Then I have one mascara. This is the NARS Audacious, I think. Yeah, the NARS Audacious mascara. This, I really didn't like the way that it looked on my eyes. It is a spiky little brush. It looks a little bit, I would say, like the Benefit their Real brush. It is really like, it is very spiky and it can kind of poke your eyes if you're not careful with it. I'm decluttering that one because it looks really natural on my lashes, which is weird because the brush doesn't look like something that would look natural, but on my lashes it looks way too natural and I like a little bit more volume and drama. So this one wasn't a good match for my lashes. I feel like mascaras are very personal and this one didn't work out for me. Then the final item that I knew I was already going to declutter is this lipstick by Rimmel in the shade Alarm. This one is starting to have little drops of mold pretty much all over it. I wanted to use this product up this year, but when I picked it up to use it, I realized that they had like all the little droplets and I don't feel comfortable putting it on my lips. I have another red tint in my collection, so I don't need both anyways, so I'm decluttering this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a section of my makeup collection at a time. I'm going to lay it down right here and we're going to go through together what I'm keeping and what I'm decluttering. Okay, so here is my eyeshadow collection. I have the Too Faced Natural Matte Palette. This is definitely a keeper. I've already gone through pretty much all of my eyeshadows already. I was doing some one palettes and I was decluttering the shades that I didn't like as I went. So I know that pretty much everything in here I'm going to keep. I have just a few shades that I want to declutter. So right off the bat, this palette, there's nothing that I really want to declutter. I'm going to play with it some more again, but for the time being, there's nothing that I would like to declutter. Then in this palette, I have a few shades that I want to get rid of. I have actually 4 shades that I want to get rid of. This one right here is a brown shade from Les Watier Quad in the shade Taupe. This is not a shade that I think I want to reach for, so I'm just going to declutter it. Then I have these 2 shades that were from a limited edition quad from Les Watier. It was the Princesse des Îles Quad. They're pretty, but I won't reach for either of those. I don't really like them on my eyes. This is cool tone and grayish. I don't like that kind of a tone. And then I have other peachier shades that I prefer. And then finally, I have this shade from the Les Kakis Quad. This doesn't appear on my eyes at all, so I am not going to keep it. I'm going to declutter that one. The rest of my shadows I am keeping. Okay, now we're getting into lip products. This is the chunk on which I have the most items that I want to declutter, I think. I'm going to start off with the lip glosses. I have one other lip gloss that is downstairs in my purse, but I know that I'm keeping that one, so I'm not going to go and get it. I'm going to go with these ones. So first off, for lip glosses, something that I've realized is that I do prefer, most of the time I do prefer sheer lip glosses. I have one exception I think that I like that is really an everyday lip gloss, but for the most part, fully opaque lip glosses I don't love as much. So for that reason, there are 3 glosses I'm going to get rid of right away. This one by Gerard Cosmetic in the shade Buttercream, I'm decluttering. This one also from Gerard Cosmetics in the shade Nude. These are full-on opaque lip glosses, but I don't love them. I don't really tend to reach for those. They are sticky. They're, I don't know, I'm just gonna get rid of those. But then another lip gloss that is quite opaque that I'm decluttering, mostly because I'm thinking that it's starting to go bad, is this one by MAC. This one is in the shade Flora Abundance. This one, the color, I don't know, I think it's going to be hard to tell on camera, but it's starting to separate right here. It has mixture of different colors and that is starting to look off to me. So I am just going to declutter that one. Also, most of the time I don't like how it looks on top of other lip products and I cannot wear that one on its own. So I'm just going to get rid of that one. I'm going back to MAC it. Then I'm going to go into the products that are kind of light toned lipstick toppers. I have 4 of those and we'll see what I want to do with those. I'm going to put them right here and I'm going to push that a little bit further on up. This one is from Laura Mercier and it's in the shade Bear Baby. I love the shade of this one, so this one is definitely staying in my collection. Then I have the Buxom White Russian. I've played with that one a little bit. I think it does look nice and I'm going to keep that one. Then this Stay Glossy lip gloss by Rimmel. I really like it and it's a lot more cool tone than anything that I own, so I'm going to be keeping that one. And then the last one from that category is Smashbox in the shade Pout. I am going to declutter that one. It is really pretty. It looks nice. It is comfortable in the lips, but for whatever reason, I never tend to reach for this one, so I'm just gonna let it go. Okay, so now with these 4 last lip products, I absolutely love the shade of this lip gloss. I think it's one of my exceptions to the sheer lip product category. Well, it's not that opaque. It can be kind of sheared out. I love this shade. This one is in the shade Blush Essence. It is so flattering on the lips. I'm definitely keeping it. Then this one is NARS Orgasm. I absolutely love it. It has pretty much the same color as this Infallible lip gloss by L'Oreal. I hate the formula of this lip gloss. It is really, it is one that when you tap your lips together, it like just tends to clump together and it makes like a weird ring around the mouth. I don't love the formula of this one. I used to back in the days, but I hate it now. So I'm just going to declutter that one. And then this last one by The Marvelous Moxie by Bare Minerals. I haven't had a lot of time to play with it, and the times that I did wear it, I actually enjoyed it, so I'm going to be keeping it. Now we're going to go with lip pencils. I only have 2 in that category. I have the No Bleeding Lips lip pencil, and then I have a lip pencil from Tarte. This one is a universal lip liner. This one is the Universal Lip Liner. I do like the color of that one. I don't reach for it that much, but I think it's a nice shade, and it is pretty when you top it up with a lipstick topper, with the lip gloss as a topper. So I'm going to keep that one, but I'm going to get rid of this one because I never ever reach for it. I have 2 MAC lipsticks. I love both of them. This one is in the shade Cream Cup. And then the other one is in the shade Ravishing. Both of these are keepers to me. I really enjoyed them, and I will keep on wearing them. Now the other ones that I have 5 from Bite. Most of them I'm going to keep because they are really new and because I really like them. There's only one of them that I want to declutter. They're pretty much in the nude family. I have this one, which is in the shade Meringue. I'm keeping it for sure. Then I have this one that's in the shade Nori. Nori, I'm going to declutter because, as you probably can tell on camera, it is super dark. And I don't reach for colors that dark, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Then I have Pepper, which is rather dark for the shades that I usually wear, but it's still wearable enough. I'm going to keep it. Then I have Fig. Fig is gorgeous, definitely a keeper. And then Honeycomb. Honeycomb is quite light and I can totally wear that one, so I will be keeping it. Then I have this beautiful Urban Decay Naked lipstick. I haven't had it for that long, but I'm pretty sure that it's starting to form mold over it, like those white little drops. So I'm going to declutter it for that reason. I don't feel like it's sanitary to put it on my lips anymore, but that's a shame because I really like this shade. I'm going to have to find a similar nude to this one because it's so gorgeous, but as I mentioned, I don't feel comfortable wearing it anymore just because of the mold on it. Then the last part of my lippies are the kind of other categories. I have a melted lipstick, I have a juicy shaker, and a butter lipstick. The butter lipstick I absolutely love. It's moisturizing, it is amazing, and it doesn't crease, so I'm keeping it. And then the juicy shaker, love it again. I'm gonna keep that one. And then the melted lipstick, I don't love these, honestly. The color is pretty. I have another color in my collection that is pretty much exactly similar to this one, so I'm gonna declutter that one and keep the other one because I prefer the formula. And as I mentioned, this one I really don't like the formula of them. Too Faced lip products in general don't really work well for me, so I'm decluttering this one. Okay, so here are the brushes that are not in my current brush rotation. We're gonna go through those and see what I'm doing with them. I'm going to start at this end right here and work my way through. I have 2 lip brushes. I don't tend to reach for lip brushes all that often. This one is starting to break apart. It is from these Wet so I'm just going to declutter it. And then I'm going to keep this one, which is from Real Techniques. Then I have this brush by Les Wetiers. This one is their definition brush. I absolutely love this one. I think I prefer it over the MAC one, so I'm definitely keeping that one. Then I have a few pencil brushes. I am going to keep them because I see that I have different uses for them. I'm going to keep the 3 of those, although I could probably get away with decluttering one of them. I still like them and I still reach for all 3 of them, so I'm going to keep all 3. Okay, then I have 2 of these little brushes. They are brow brushes. I never reach for either of these. I never do powder in my brows. I always do pencils. So I could probably get away with decluttering both of these. Okay, then I have a brow spoolie. I do reach for that from time to time, so I'm going to keep it. I have a Sigma E25. I don't like this. I don't think it blends really well. I think that the MAC one does a way better job, so I'm decluttering that one. I have a little precision brush right here from Real Techniques. It's their detailer brush. I don't find any use for this one. I'm decluttering it. Then I have a shadow brush. This one is a little bit too small for my liking. I don't feel like it works all that great, so I'm going to declutter that one. Okay, then I have my, I'm going to keep those for a little bit later on. I have my NARS Eda brush. I don't reach for that one that often, but I like having it, so I'm going to keep it. I have my Morphe 310. This I never reach for. I don't really find any use for a fan brush. I prefer highlighting with something a little bit more precise, so I'm decluttering that one. Something a little bit more precise that I'd like to highlight with is this one. This one is the Morphe M501. I really do like this one and I'm keeping it. Then these 3 brushes, I'm going to move into my travel section, and because these 3 brushes are all dual-ended. I never reach for them on the daily, but I sometimes like having them when I travel, so I will move them into my travel section in my stuff. And if I don't use them in the next trip, they will be decluttered. If I do use them and enjoy them, I will keep them. So these are all of my pretty much everyday brushes, and a few that I've just picked that I threw in there because I wanted to test them out. The 2 that I know that there's only 2 that I'm going to be decluttering, and they are these 2 right here. So the Real Techniques blush brush, don't like this, I'm decluttering it. And then the corrector brush, this is a concealer brush by Lise Wetsy. I'm letting go of that one as well. The rest I am keeping. They're pretty much in my everyday rotation. Let's move into blushes. The blushes that are in this, what I did with my blushes is that I tried every single one of them on my cheeks to see if I like them or not. Something that I have realized is that they mostly all look the same on my cheeks, so I don't need as many as I have, but there are a lot of them that I really do like. So I'm gonna do at least 1 project blush with blushes this year. It will be a viewer's choice. Keep your eye out for that. But for now, all the blushes that are in this palette are keepers. They are all formulas that I did enjoy, so I'm going to keep all of them. And then the blushes that are in this little container right here, I'm also all keeping. There are blushes that I still all love, and so I'm keeping all of these. I do want to declutter in my blush collection are into these palettes. Those are in these Z palettes. So I have these 3 blushes right here that I'm decluttering. This one is a La Femme blush. It's really pigmented. It doesn't really blend right for me. And this one I'm going to declutter. This is in the shade Mandarin Red. Then I have these 2 little Too Faced Love Flush blush. I don't really love the formula of these. They don't really blend well on me. Once I apply them, I really have to work hard to blend them into the skin. It doesn't look right, so I'm decluttering them. This one is Love Hangover, and then this one is Justify My Love. Shades are pretty, but I don't love the formula. Then I have this little Z palette right here with these 3 little blushes. I don't know what I want to do with these, honestly. With a little bit more, I'm not sure that I want to keep them or declutter them. This one is the only Too Faced Love Blush that I actually did enjoy, so I might be keeping that one. And then one is in the shade Your Love is King, and then this one looks exactly the same color. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit warmer and a little bit lighter. This one is NYX Dusty Rose. I am gonna have to play with both of these and keep only one of them. I will keep you guys posted on which one I'm decluttering in next month's empties. And then this one is Miami Pink by Clarins. I do really enjoy I used to really love this blush, but since I repressed it, the formula is not the same and I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. So I'm gonna have to play with this one again and see what I want to do with that. Okay, then my second to last category are eyelash products. I have these 4 eyelash products. So lash glue, an applicator, and these 2 set of lashes. I don't really reach for eyelashes all that much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep those until the end of the year. If by December 31st I haven't used them, they are all going to go away. If I do use them, then I'm gonna have a point to keep them in my collection. But if I don't use them within then, they are gonna get decluttered. Now I'm gonna move on into my miscellaneous category. I'm gonna go quickly and just show you what I'm decluttering from the miscellaneous category. Okay, so from the nail art category, this is all stuff that I'm letting go of. I have some stamping kit stuff, a few brushes, and then just like guides and stickers. I'm getting rid of all of that. And I am keeping the items that are fitting in that little container right here. So that's a lot less. So here's the final chunk of items that I'm letting go of. It's mostly hair stuff, like clips and stuff like that, and things to do coloring. And then I have a few Z palette accessories over here in this little bag right here, and a few spoolies. And then that's pretty much it for the rest of this declutter. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.